Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to this Realms show match between Secret and Psy. This is for $200, 60 of which will go to the winner, 20 for the winner of each individual game. This is a best of 5. First map we're starting on is Arabia. They're required to pick the new civilizations from the Realms mod. Realms mod is a mod by Death Counter, which adds a total of 41 civilizations to the game. It builds off Age of Forgotten Empires, uses modern balance changes, however. And they have each of these players have been allowed to ban one civilization, and they're picking the rest of them with no repeats. So let's introduce the players. We have Mr. Yo playing in blue as the Teufels. I don't even know where that's from. And in yellow, we have Lix playing as the Jurchens. I also do not know where they are from. In green, we have Doubt playing as the Malays. Now, this is not the Malay, this is the Malays. Separate civilization. Same area of the world, I'm sure, but since this was built on Age of Forgotten Empires, this is not the same Malay as you're used to. And as the Armenians, we have Tattoo. And hopefully, while this is all going on, we can explain some of these civilizations a little bit. The Teufels. Don't get me started already, we just started. So the Teufels are a cavalry civilization. Cavalry and monk. Cavalier upgrade Holy So a lot of these civilizations are off the wall, like their bonuses are crazy. What the Cavalier upgraded Castle Age. Monks move faster. Cavalier and Paladin upgrades research 60% quicker. Heavy Cavalry Archer upgrade costs no food. Stone lasts 40% longer. What the? I'm not going to go into the uniqueness. It's going to take us too long, but we'll go into them if we see them. Monks plus 5 hit points. Terrible Archer line. No crossbow. But what the hell? They get the Cavalier upgrade in Castle Age. But of note, they don't get any early bonuses, so they might have a tough time early game. Can I please tell you the banned civilizations? The banned civilizations are Mandingas, which are banned globally, the Muisca, and the Khmer. Alright, the Jurchens. Or Lix. That first civilization's crazy. Houses, docks, markets, and town centers build 40% more quickly. Villagers +1, 3 range. Benefit from Bodkin and Bracer? What? Berries last longer. Petards cost less. Drop sites build 50% faster. Good archer line. Good cavalry line. Alright, so this villager bonus I'm going to have a look at. It looks like they're a little bit more economy focused. Now the Malay. Villagers gather food 10% faster. I guess that applies to farms, which would make this a strong bonus. Men-at-Arms, longswords upgrade, free, two-handed swordsman upgrade available in Castle Age. What the So this is like similar to the other civilization we saw, but this civilization specializes in infantry. A lot of navy bonuses, which we are not going to get into. This is an infantry and possibly an archer civilization. I do want to check their yeah, get all the upgrades on the infantry. And last civilization, Tato, the Armenians. What the hell? 10, 60... Okay, they get a lot of resources that generate, except for gold. Monks are cheaper in the Imperial Age. Only 2 bonuses. Monasteries work faster. So the biggest thing with the Armenians is this automatic resource bonus. They have poor archers, good cavalry. All these civilizations have good cavalry. And so far in the early game, we have Lix. Remember his villagers, they can shoot arrows. Lix going forward. And they're going to hit a Grey Wolf. Let's see them shoot! Shoot, shoot! Kill this thing! Look at the Armenian unique text. Alright, I'll do it just for you. Armenian unique tech. Knights, castle units. Castle units? What, oh, +1/+1 armor. Cavalry +1 damage. That's a lot. That's strong. Alright, here we go. Tower rush from Lix. I guess because these villagers are super strong that Doubt cannot go batter down that tower. That's a good first tower. I don't know if it'll be in range of these villagers, but it's still a good tower nonetheless. And stable up from Tato. No problem, no problem. Yeah, we had some generous donations. Although, Death Counter is hosting the show match. So Scout Rush from Tato, he gets his resource trickle, so he's got a good economy. Now, what is Mr. Yo doing? Mr. Yo is going to do a Scout Rush as well. He gets no bonuses in this early age. Not yet. Some very big ones for Cavalry in the Castle Age, though. We have a Men-at-Arms Rush from Doubt. Now, this Men-at-Arms upgrade was free for Doubt. So let's see how many of these bonuses I can actually remember. Now, Lix put up a single tower, which isn't doing a whole lot right now. That tower's good later on, but not for right now. And he's not going to tower... Well, Doubt really isn't taking wood anywhere else. And this tower's going to go up on the wood line. That's a nice tower. So 2 good towers from Lix. Could even place... Not really. Oh, the good one here. So he's got 4 idle villagers. Men-at-Arms going to move in onto the wood line of Lix. But it's already walled off here, so that's not too bad. Gonna batter down that palisade. Palisade's going down very quickly. Gonna have to see some repairs. Here we go. Nick's gonna repair, try to defend for now. And I think his villager can actually... Can the villager attack the men-at-arms right now with his bow? I'm not 100% sure how that mechanic works. Love the Teutons. They could dog owl rush. What the I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, bad engagement. Bad engagement from Lix. Gonna lose a villager and a scout to Tato. And we'll see how strong these economies are by how quickly the players go up to the next stage, I guess. The tower is up. I don't know how much this tower is doing, though. What happened to the men-at-arms? Men-at-arms are still doing some damage. Look at the villager. The villager can attack over the palisade. I was right. Now, they don't do a lot of damage. Looks like they do 1 damage, maybe? 2 maximum. Probably 2 damage. And the men-at-arms are going to move up north. Where Mr. Yo looks pretty undefended right now. As he's got his scouts forward. Nick's going to build another tower. Trying to thread in the gold a little bit. He's going to need another tower to do that. However, while the scouts are forward, Mr. Yo is going to get a nasty surprise from Doubt. As 4 men-at-arms are moving in. Could potentially get this villager off guard. Good one, Mr. GPN. I can do the casting, you can do the math. So tower is up. Scouts are going to try to batter through this house. They should be able to get through. I don't think Tato's mining any stone. He does get a stone trickle, though, remember. And I think that tower was from that stone trickle. So at about... Oh, no, it wasn't. He's mining stone. Men-at-arms going to try to do a little damage. Looks like they were not able to get a villager. I don't see a corpse anywhere. And Doubt even going to lose the scout. A little sloppy from him. So good tower from Lix. This tower is going to be great. Looks like it will get completed. So this will be very annoying. This tower has fletching now, but can't really hit the villagers. Or at least it's been targeted to attack the house. And Doubt could be in a dicey position if this tower starts to come into effect. Men-at-arms still here, repairing. Scouts coming over from Mr. Yo. Gonna use the villagers as well. Now has to pull back the villagers. Could lose a villager. This villager's trapped. Oh, a little lucky for Mr. Yo. Not gonna lose a villager. This one's getting low. Gonna lose 1 villager, but gets to clean up 4 men-at-arms at least. And Mr. Yo is up to the castle age first. The player without an economy bonus is actually going up to the next stage first. Interesting. And it looks like Tato's about to go up as well. Selling a little resources. Actually buying some stone. But here we go, Tato up to the next stage. Recommend you check out the Toothed and Unique unit. I think I'm going to get into unique units if I see them on the field. Otherwise, we're going to miss some action. Oh, that villager could get a little low. And Doubt going to counter tower. This is not great for his economy. That he's having to counter tower. He's having trouble getting wood. Doubt will be up to the next stage fairly shortly, though. And how about Lix? Oh boy, Lix is nowhere near. Well, he's close, but he's going to be the slowest up to the next stage regardless. Got a lot of stone in the bank. So Lix has overinvested into the stone, and that has slowed his castle age time. But all the players have walled except for Lix at this point in the game. Lix is actually walling in his opponent's gold. And this villager is low, so she probably won't be able to handle the men-at-arms. And she might die. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna die. Too late. So Lix did not get most of these walls up. Lix is gonna do wheelbarrow before going to the next stage. Is Doubt gonna put on some pressure right away? Doubt is actually gonna go... Oh, he's gonna go Long Swordsman. He's gonna get the Long Swordsman upgrade for free. This could be very tough for Lix to deal with since he's not walled. However, those men-at-arms have not moved out yet. So if you're Doubt right now, could do some damage. You could do a lot of damage with men-at-arms in Lix. Knight's coming out from Mr. Yo. Remember, he can research the Cavalier upgrade as soon as he can afford it. And it'll be researched quite quickly as well. And the Armenians do get camels. So that'll help to prevent Mr. Yo from becoming so strong, I suppose. Actually, going to go with another town center. Outpost from Lix. That would be a good tower. Would take him off of one wood line. And two-headed swordsman being researched right away from Doubt. Hey, welcome everyone. I realize we have 70 viewers now. This is the Realms mod, if you just joined us. It's a $200 show match between Secret and Psy, as you probably noticed. We're using only expansion civilizations. It's a best of 5. Winner of every game gets at least $20. Winner of the whole thing gets $60. My name is Nobody. You probably already know me. We have a Discord down in the bottom. Please consider joining the Discord where you can see where we're going to stream next. You can also check AoE Zone on the calendar for big events that we stream. And if you do !donate, you could donate towards hosting the next show match. Which hopefully will be in some good settings. Here's Doubt going into Lix's base. Just as we said, what the hell is Lix gonna do? Lix? Maybe Lix is gonna build a castle? What? What are you doing? What is the military production building for Lix? I don't see any at all. It has to be buying a castle, right? Bicanero, I think that's for his villagers, actually. And Cavalier are here to defend. What the fuck am I watching? Cavalier are here from Mr. Yo. So Cavalier versus... Castle Age Cavalier versus Castle Age Two-Handed Swordsman. Makes sense, right? And the Cavalier are going to beat the Two-Handed Swordsman. Alright, I'd like to see Lix make some military this game. He's going forward for a town center. And it looks like this tower did go up on the wood line. So even though Lix doesn't have any military, he's still being annoying, still slowing down his opponents. Tato getting handcart and bodkinera right now. Those are very food-intensive upgrades. I have no doubt that was... he's able to afford these things because he's got that resource trickle. In fact, you can see how little farms he has, especially to be affording 500 food worth of upgrades. Looks like this villager will go down before this tower is up, which is good for Tato. A lot of villagers going forward for Lix. Going to continue the tower rush. A little disappointed we don't see a castle. But this is a vulnerable area of Doubt's map. This is where both his main stones are. And one of his golds as well. These two-headed swordsmen are just trying to pick off as many villagers as possible, but they'll get cleaned up by the Cavalier. And it looks like Mr. Yo is going to break in. More barracks coming up from Doubt, a monastery for Doubt. More towers coming up. This is all very exposed farm eco. Another barracks to help wall off. Usually you don't have to deal with Cavalier raiding your base in Castle Age. That goes without saying. Tato going to donate some camels towards the bottom, but Mr. Yo is going to continue to reinforce as well. While this is all going on, Lix is, well, I don't want to say he's booming, but I guess he's working on his economy. Tato's going to be a beast, though. There we go, that's the overlay that I want. So Tato up to 66 vills. Mr. Yo is actually the furthest ahead with 72. It's a definite advantage to the secret team, in my opinion, with that villager number. Now going to research arsons now. So these two-headed swordsmen almost fully upgraded. They're still not very good against Cavalier, and might want to consider pikemen. Or more monks. And that monk has extra HP, so was able to survive that attack. So now we're seeing some monks from the Jurchens. I'm going to check their tech tree one more time, because I forgot. Alright. Any monk upgrades? Or maybe that's the different civilization. Okay, I'm a little confused. 35 HP is not the normal HP for a monk. It's 30 HP is the normal HP. So I didn't see a monk bonus, but maybe I just missed it. I think it's 5 extra HP for monks. Mr. Yo using a lot of market magic. And this could be a little bit of a threat, if they can get through this house. Siege Workshop immediately from Mr. Yo. And this tower's very annoying. It's going to take away a lot of farms. Going to be a good pressing point. Certainly it's a big threat to the monks. And here comes the Cavalier raid. There's no monks to help defend right now. Dow might drop a lot of villages. I said the side team, the secret team was in a good space because of their villager advantage. They might lose this right now, as this raid is going to be huge. Lix coming forward, probably for another tower. However, this wall is going down pretty quickly. We now have a monastery and a siege workshop. Mr. Yo is going to have to defend at home, and it won't be with Cavalier, most likely. Or will it? Oh, is this a castle? It's a castle! That should slow the aggression from Tato. So there we go, castle coming up. What about Tato? Is he booming? You can see all the statistics here on the bottom left where it shows the villager number. Tato is in fact booming at 95 villagers. However, Mr. Yo's boom is just slightly better. And now Tato. Alright, so Mr. Yo has defended from the aggression of Tato. Tato's going to go south with his camels. Maybe try a little bit of raiding. Here we go, going to try to raid Lix. Lix is going to garrison immediately. They shouldn't lose too many villagers. And Tato's going to run back. Meanwhile, it's a complete mess in Doubt's base. Doubt is down to 65 villagers. He's lost a lot of villagers. Mr. Yo is up to the Imperial Age. However, it looks like these two-handed swordsmen will be able to clean up the towers. These are just watchtowers, they're not guard towers. And these two-handed swordsmen have arsons on them. Another monastery for Lix. Imperial Age from both our boomed up players. We're gearing up for a big battle in the north. Meanwhile, camels are going to raid in Lix's base and possibly find some villagers. Lix is only on 69 villages. Perfect. And we'll go down. That's pretty funny, Mr. GPF. Yeah, can you imagine Celts going, yeah, some of these classic civilizations would have no chance against these civilizations. Tato's building his first castle. I wonder if we'll see the unique unit from either of these players. Looks like Mr. Yo is building some, what is this, mastiffs? Some dogs. Alright, we're gonna check out their unique unit. Mastiffs plus 20 HP. That's their unique tech. Oh, and mounted units. Oh, damn. That affects Cavalier, too. That's crazy. Mastiff, 55 food, 20 gold. You fight good in all circumstances. Okay. Attack bonus versus Spearman. Can't argue with that. It's good in every situation. Oh, what happens when you click on them? So 70 HP, no armor. They're not very strong, but they have a good attack for what they're worth. Oh, I feel pretty bad. This makes me feel pretty bad. Someone call PETA. They're attacking the dogs. This makes me feel really bad inside. Oh. Please, no more, Mr. Yo. Don't make any more, please. Kato's got his own castle up. We'll see if he's gonna make anything from it. I guess their tech class is cavalry. Somehow, Tato losing all of his camels to this town center. Very sloppy play. Doubt's ready to move out, though. He's up to 93 villages, certainly in a better position than Lix. I think where this game will be decided is in the north. 10 more villagers for Mr. Yo. More military out from Tato. Tato's going down Cavalier. And Lix had a castle denied. Meanwhile, two-handed swordsman just cleaning up the town center instantly. We haven't seen a lot of military from this game from Lix at all. And now Tato going to join in on the fun as well. All-out battle into Lix's base. Lix is going to rebuild that castle. I assume he deleted the old one. No, it's still here. So this castle's really going to help him defend. He needs it right now. However, he might not be able to get it up as he doesn't have the support from Mr. Yo. Where is Mr. Yo? Mr. Yo is massing some doggos on the top and slowly pushing into Tato's base. But the damage is being done in Lix's base. Lix is going to go down to 50 villagers, below 50 villagers, taking heavy losses. This might be the game. Some elite mastiffs are coming down towards the bottom. Good HP and attack for their cost. Again, no armor. Town center's down. Lix is down to 30 villagers now. And I don't know where those 30 villagers are. They're all down here at the bottom. But the castle will get up, I think. One villager? Yeah, one villager. And this villager trying to get a town center up. So this is all up to Mr. Yo pushing. However, it looks like he's going to get pushed back. The Cavalier are doing a decent job against the dogs. What the hell? What the hell? Oh god. So I think this game is going to go, in fact, to the secret team. As it looks like Mr. Yo is not pushing any longer. And this castle's going to go down. I feel so bad. Oh! You see a unique unit from Lix, though. Alright, while we get this opportunity, let's take a look at what this unique unit from the Jurchens can offer. It's a GG. GG, good game. Lix, I don't think did enough this game. Doubt was able to hold. And nice big raids onto Lix later on, and I think that's what closed out this game. Let's take a look at this unique unit real quickly, as they're going to start the next game. So unique techs, mounted units, extra HP. A lot of civilizations get mounted units, extra HP. Very expensive. Attack bonus versus archers. There's a good anti-archer unit. I like the target. Awesome mod. Alright, they're going to start the next game right away. So stay tuned. And give me a few minutes as we're going to get into the next game. Alright, so next game should be starting in just a few minutes. And game 2 will be Walled Map Pool Choice Loser. It'll be between Arena, Regicide Fortress, and Hideout. That makes more sense. So choice of the loser will be the choice of the side team. And I have the feeling it's gonna be... Hideout. I'm just gonna take a guess here. Regicide Fortress. Doubt has got to be good at Regicide Fortress. Lix is a more aggressive player, so I think Hideout promotes more aggression. So we'll see if that is in fact gonna turn out. Alright, so as soon as the players want to, they can start the next game. I'm sure they're picking new civilizations. We gotta see 4 of the new civilizations here. Is this mod still broken? It is not broken. You're referring to the balance. Well, the balance is very distinctive, I would say. But it can be fun to watch as well. So, if you're new here, we have a Discord channel on the bottom which you can join, which you can chat with your buddies, and as well we have a section where you can see when we're going to be streaming next. So I recommend you join the Discord channel. As well, in the top left, we have, if you'd like to donate, you could do !donate, and we can we would like to host a show match for $100, but we'll need donations to run that. The Armenian unique unit has 210 attack, 210 HP and 20 attack. Oh, I'm disappointed we didn't see that. Not even a professional team. It depends on what your definition of balance is. Our balance for I suppose the regular version of the game is better than it's always been. Where you see more civilizations and more situations than previously. Alright. So the next game will be starting very shortly. Hopefully be another great matchup. Another sub that should be mentioned are the Dravidians. They're archers. They only have archers, but they benefit twice from Bodkin Arrow, Bracer, and Chemistry. I actually casted, the best game that I casted of Realms Mon, which is on my YouTube channel, was between Doubt playing as the Dravidians and Bacti playing as the Incas in the finals of the Realms tournament, 1-versus-1 tournament, which was played recently. And those archers are pretty strong. They were not very good against fully upgraded Eagle Warriors, however. In fact, they were very poor against them. But they did in fact have more attack and range, despite having a lot less HP. Alright, so we're still waiting for Mr. Yo to start the game. Is the Scorb's upside down? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry, my bad. Noobcaster. There we go. Never seen a game with Mandinkas, and you will still not see a game with Mandinkas as they have been globally banned by the admin. However, if you would like to see a game with the Mandinkas... Shoot, I don't think I uploaded it to YouTube, but I think it might be on the Voobly official YouTube. And if not, if you go real far back in the videos section of Twitch, you could probably find a broadcast with them. They're on Nomad. And I think they were played by Doubt versus Bacti. Yeah, every build order that you know is out the window with the Mandinkas. Oh, 20 seconds. Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second game in this best of 5 show match between Psy and Secret. This is for $200, $20 for each individual game, and $60 for the winner of the series. They are only allowed to pick the new civilizations in this Realms mod. This is a Realms show match. And the map we're playing on is Regicide Fortress. Playing in blue, we have Mr. Yo, playing as the Viets. Again, this is not the Age of Rajas Vietnamese. This is a new civilization, which I'll show you the tech tree for them in a minute. In yellow, we have Lix playing as the Bulgars. In red, we have Tato playing as the Burgundians. And in green, we have the Dravidians. Doubt. Let's start with Doubt, because I'm very familiar with the civilization. If you do want to see a little more Dravidians, I do have a video of it on my YouTube channel, where Doubt plays as the Dravidians on Regicide Fortress, and they are a very strong Regicide Fortress civilization. So, let's take a look at their tech tree. Town centers spawn one villager in Feudal and Castle Age, and for every town center that is built, they'll spawn 2 villagers. So they are a great booming civilization, which is great on Regicide Fortress. Now their archer line is very interesting. Their archer line benefits double from Bodkin Arrow, Bracer, and Chemistry. However, they do not get the crossbow upgrade. What this leads to are archers that have much less HP, but have more range and attack. They also have a strong unique unit. It's a very strong elephant. And that's about the bonuses of the Dravidians. And their unique tech gives their infantry and cavalry +2 attack. We'll go into the unique units once again once we see them. And the ally of Doubt will be Tato playing as the Burgundians. Drop sites... I don't know what that means. Drop sites work 2 times faster. Not sure what that means. Oh, I guess like researching upgrades. Okay, they research upgrades 2 times faster. Okay, big deal. Blacksmith techs cost 50% less food. Good upgrade. Conscription's free. Okay, good upgrade. Siege units move faster. That's a very good upgrade. Town centers +2 attack. Good upgrade. Can access up to 3 other... What the hell? Can access up to 3 other unique units. What does that even mean? What? I have no clue. No extra melee armor for units. Upgrades unique units to elite status. 2,500 food, 1,800 gold. Holy crap. What the hell? Man. This is a crazy civ. Unique units are cheaper. That's the team bonus. The team bonus is unique units are cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper, but they're cheaper. So I guess we'll have to keep our eye on the Bulgars. Sorry, that wasn't the Bulgars. That was the Burgundians. The Bulgars are played by Lix. Players going to Feudal Age, they go up to Castle Age. You're not missing anything. You can create cows from the towns. What the hell? Spearmen skirmishers like cavalry created faster. Knights attack faster. Cavalry archers extra attack versus spearmen. Skirmishers extra attack versus cavalry archers. Okay. I'm not getting these civs at all. So trash is created faster for the Bulgars. They have good trash. Their knights are good. That's what I get out of the civilization. Their knights attack faster. And then for Mr. Yo, the Viets. Villages have +2, 8 attack, Castle Imperial Age. +1 for TC techs. Archers move faster. Trees last longer. Castles and town centers regenerate. Elite Skirmisher upgrade is free. One of their unique units is a spy. Archers have more attack versus ships is a unique tech. Okay. Infantry +2 line of sight. Full archer line. Good cavalry line. Good infantry line. So archers move faster is the big upgrade here. Oh boy. And then we're gonna have the unique text to go on top of this. Alright, so I guess we'll see the unique units as they come out. All the players start with the castle. This is a regicide fortress. Bear in mind, you lose your king, you lose the game. Some extra walls coming up from Lix. So he's going to wall in this back section. That'll be a nice place for him to boom safely. And move around his king a little bit. Where's this king going? Oh, probably going to go over to Mr. Yo. This is pretty typical. You put your kings all in the same place. And the players are quite far from each other on the top, but on the bottom, looks like they are a little closer. Now, Tato his base is kind of small, if I do say so myself. He could wall it through here, create some more booming space, but I don't like his base too much. By far, the player that has the best base now is Lix, with all that extra space now. There we go. Players going up to the next age. Let's see those extra villagers, I guess, from Doubt. There we go. One's going to pop out of the town center. And for every additional town center he builds, I'm going to get 2 more villagers. So they'll have a strong boom, I'm sure. A little bit of a scout scuffle going on. KD right now is 1-1. So it looks like Lix and Tato probably both lost their scouts. So they are kind of blind. Here's the unique unit for the Fiats. The Thanko, no HP at all. Okay, let's check the cost, because the cost is very important. So this is a hand cannon. Ooh, that's expensive. That's expensive. What is the benefit of this? Stronger... Okay. Hand cannon with explosive spell... Okay, so here's the gimmick of this unit. Explosive shell that does blast damage. These are expensive units. Alright, so it's all about this explosive shell because the Janissary has, what, 45 HP, something like that. 18 attack, 8 range. I think it costs less, too. So these Thankos better be packing some heat. As they move out. Any other players making their unique units? I don't think Lix is. I know Doubt is, and these elephants are extremely expensive for the Dravidians. And otherwise, players are booming. Just keep track of the villager numbers, as Doubt is way ahead. Doubt is, with these extra villagers, way ahead. 43 villagers already. Lix is still at 29. There's the explosive shell. Holy crap. Just destroyed that wolf. Oh my god. But they're gonna die in a second if they get hit with these arrows. Just destroyed that wolf. Wow. But they're a little too close to the town center. They don't have much range. So killed a few villagers, lost a few. These are expensive units. Lick's gonna do a team wall. And they're not really within range. You have to be very careful with these units. Yeah, there we go. That's a good spot. So Doubt, even losing a few villagers, he's lost 2 villagers, is still way ahead of the other players. Especially Lix. Lix is on 2 town centers, I think? Maybe on 3 town centers. There we go, 3rd town center now, quite far behind. In fact, what is Lix making? Okay, nothing. I'm curious to see how the Burgundians' unique units work out. Able to steal unique units. Yeah, gonna kill another villager. Actually, no, didn't get another villager. Trying to do damage to the wood line, but the range is just not enough. Any better places for Mr. Yo to attack? Not really. This would be a good space if they had a little more range. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo's boom is not that bad. Well, he's the third. He's the third in booming right now. So both the secret guys are ahead from the Psy guys. Siege Workshop, that's going to be a good call. A Mangonel could do a lot more damage to these wood lines. And Doubt's going to make some cavalry archers. So I think... Well, let's see how they do against the Thankos. We'll take one down. And they do tons of damage. And is the Kranich winner? Gonna take that down. So it looks like only made one. And let's check the tech tree again for the Dravidians. I'm pretty sure they don't get a cavalry archer bonus. Oh, they do! +3 attack versus spearman, but that's the only one. Oh, that's the Bulgars. My bad. Yeah, the Dravidians... no benefits for cavalry archers. I'm pretty sure the dog wins, actually. Doesn't make much sense. Here we go, first unique unit from the Dravidians, the Varu. Now this is extremely expensive. I remember it's like 200 food, 120 gold. But look at the HP. Also very slow. In fact, it might be slower than a Mangonel. Alright, so players really are just booming up quite a bit. Any more of these Conquerors, whatever they're called? Doesn't look like it. Monk out from Licks. Gonna hopefully try to convert some of these bars. Since these things are so expensive, it's gonna be a great deal if Licks can convert one or two. And let's see if he gets a conversion. Does get the conversion, that's big! Doubt might be in some trouble. Wouldn't be surprised by a flying Mangonel. Why is that villager fighting? Did that villager win? It's got 6 attack, actually. Diepvian. What's the name of all the villagers? Can't really tell. So that villager does a lot of damage versus buildings. We see the first showing of the Dravidian archers. Right now they have benefited double from Bodcanero. So they have one more range. And one more attack. But not really. So these are essentially British crossbows with a lot less HP. Imperial Age from Tato, Imperial Age from Down. Licks can't boom. Can Licks not boom? Seems like it. He's only at 88 villagers. Mr. Yo's only at 88 villagers too, but the Psy guys are way ahead. Castle coming up from Mr. Yo. This is a great castle. It's gonna take out a town center. Be a great pushing point. Doubt's boom is pretty good though. Licks is up to the Imperial Age. Yo is up to the Imperial Age. Everyone's up to the Imperial Age now. Tato being the first. What is Tato gonna make? Tato's gonna make some knights. And he's going to research the unique tech, Standing Army. So let's take a look at what that is. Standing Army. So knights +1 melee armor. And normally their knights don't get any other upgrades. That's a little disappointing. But they do go up to Paladin. So that Mangonel's really doing work, and we've seen that before against the archers that are so weak from the Dravidians. Mr. Yo doing some pretty good damage onto Doubt. Doubt's only on 90 villagers now. He's actually the lowest in the game. Remember how far ahead Doubt was in the early game? He was 10 villagers up when players were just reaching Castle Age. And now he's 10 villagers below everyone. Almost. On average. It's supposed to be a 2v2. It looks like a 1 versus 1, you're right. Castle coming up from Doubt. So these Cavalier officially have 1 extra melee armor. Not too special, but they'll be upgraded to Paladin. And we don't quite see the numbers of those Viet Cos. This Paladin upgrade is going to be really great, though. Mr. Yo is transitioning to his Elite Skirmishers, which are upgraded for free. I really other military from Mr. Yo. Something better. We need something to deal with the Paladins. How are they going to feel when they just have Paladins in their base now? Looks like Lix is gonna transition to his unique unit. Bagain. Let's check these things out. So it's kind of like a knight with more attack, less HP. Attack bonus versus unique units. Okay. So gonna have a big advantage versus these unique units. Gonna say an attack, but not. Oh, look at the attack! 21 attack. That HP is not too bad. Oh, I have to check the cost. Sorry, the cost is important. Not too expensive. That's about the same cost as a knight. That is insane attack for that kind of unit. Destroy those outposts in a matter of seconds. This might be a closer game than we thought. These are pretty normal paladins, minus that 1 extra melee armor. So Yo is going to get pushed back. We have these very strong Bagains from the Bulgars. And I want to see how they do against paladins. Now the paladins have a lot more HP though. About 60 more HP. So I guess we're going to see the big fight here. That one's going to get swarmed. And I think the Bagains are going to win that. As far as the speed goes, it looks like they're slightly faster than Paladins. And I think we've got a game on our hands. Now granted, this Yo has to transition to something else. These skirmishers are not going to cut it. Researching fortified walls, gearing up for a long game. These paladins aren't going to do a hell of a lot other than die. So I guess we have to see something to counter the Bagains now. If Lix execute this, he could carry his team to victory. Absolutely. These are a very strong unit. What are you doing? I guess the tower will finish it off. Or not. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we have a push mounting on the left side. I think these Bagains should definitely go up to the north. Because if they get through these walls, it'll be a lot of trouble for Mr. Yo. 3 trebuchets are going to set up shop. These are fortified walls. Still won't take that long for them to get through these walls, especially if they go through a gate. And that gate's going down very fast to these archers. The brigade's going to go straight after the castles. They'll take them down with ease. These brigades even have 3 pierce armor. Wow. And that gate is open. They could potentially run through and do some great raiding. Okay, here they go. They're going to go straight into the base. So the damage is being done right now onto Tato. Tato could wall this up, though. Or not. No, it's still open. Barrack's going to be dropped immediately with Treadmill Crane. Probably for some Halberdier. However, the Paladins are in. Nice quick walls from Mr. Yo. Hope the King's not in that castle. Arbalest is done. For Mr. Yo. These are regular Arbalest, I think. Nothing special. And we have a bit of a base trade situation going on. These Begains should take down this additional castle. We'll keep an eye on the villager numbers. 120 villagers for Tato. Mr. Yo's only at 100 villagers. And it looks like they'll get through this palisade wall. Let's see if these quick gates are going to come up. Looks like they will. As Tato's not really paying enough attention. However, this castle will go down very quickly. Hopefully there's no king in there. Doesn't look like there is. But this is where all Mr. Yo's economy is. The difference is Tato, I think, has rebuilt in the north. And Pikeman's done for Tato. So I don't like this move. I think Lix should have came over and bailed out his ally. It looks like he's going to try to do that now. Might be too little too late. Meanwhile, this castle is still up. Looks like it'll go down very shortly. And these paladins should wreak havoc. The Gains are going to try to clean up the archers. I think they could. What does it take, like 2 attacks to kill an archer? It might be enough Begains to clean up the paladins. And it looks like that castle did go down. Or Tato. So the side team really needs to clean up this mess. Huge mess in Mr. Yo's base. And I wonder if that's going to continue to go his archers, or he's going to switch into his unique unit later on. And same thing for Tato. So Mr. Yo's the lowest on villagers right now. 70 villagers only. Unfortunately, Mr. Yo's still just making skirmishers. Not going to do anything. What should he be making as the Viets as this big fight goes on? Let's see who wins this first. This could be the game decider. It looks like those archers are able to do quite a bit of damage. And I think because of that, the paladins are going to win, and Tato's going to bulldoze his way into the base. You know, there are quite a few Begains here. So they can certainly do some damage. But the paladins are in. And that might be the end of Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo down to 69 villagers. Every time I check, it's always 69. But he's going to drop even further. He's probably going to drop down to, what, 50 villagers, as most of these villagers retreat into the castle. Elite Thankos even being researched. But we only have a single castle for Mr. Yo. Another castle is going to be made on top of the hill. I guess we can see maybe what one Elite Thanko can do. I imagine they could do quite a bit with that blast damage. This is 13 attack now. No extra range. from the right side of these. The Gains trying to get in. Not being successful, and they're going to run into a huge horde of pikemen, which unfortunately are not really going to attack. So Mysterio is going to try to go siege and then coast. Trade line looks good for both the players, both the teams. Trade line is a little bit healthier for the Psy guys, but not by much. And Onager being researched from Yo. So let's check the Vietnamese tech tree one more time. Their archers move faster, skirmisher upgrades free. Nothing really relevant here. Infantry have extra line of sight. These are really not big bonuses. Yeah, so I see nothing really great about the Vietnamese tech tree. So Lick's pushing into the middle. I'm gonna try to take out some of these castles in the middle for Doubt. Hopefully preventing Doubt from going elephants. And there's this band coast once again. So since Mr. Yo is going for his unique, and it's very important to keep his castles up, 3 trebuchets are within striking distance from Mr. Yo's castles. And Doubt's going to try to get through these gates. Quick walls coming up from Mr. Yo. Meanwhile, Lick's doing quite a bit of damage inside Doubt space, cutting off reinforcement, so no more archers going to be coming over. Mr. Yo is still so far behind in villagers, though. He's down to 30 villagers. He's going to be basically relying on Sling from his ally. And in my opinion, what you should do as Licks, as the ally in this situation, try to overboom a little bit. Build a lot more villagers than you need, because you really need villagers for 2 players. And we haven't really seen that too much from Licks. Those archers going to take some nasty onager shots, and really going to thin the numbers of Doubt. Doubt's lost a lot of momentum because of these raids. The Gains are going to go for the... What is this? What is this? Tato making his own Begains. And he's got their elite tech, so he must have researched that. That's an expensive tech. That was 2,500 food, 1,800 gold. I'm not sure if he's able to steal his opponent's unique unit, or just is able to steal anyone's unique unit, or how that works. I don't really see him creating them, but he's obviously creating his own Begains. And that might be the GG. That was the one thing that was keeping Licks in this game, were these Begains. Looks like they did clean up Castle of Mr. Yo, so no more production from him. Villager's gonna move forward, they have extra attack. And I think with the destruction of these castles, I think we'll be seeing the end of the game. As there's a lot of momentum going now for the secret guys. Their own Begains being made. Doubt even upgraded his, upgrading his cavalry upgrades, perhaps thinking about his unique unit. And Castle's gonna go down in an instant. So, 3 castles left for Licks. Looks like we have the numbers here for Tato, so this is gonna be a bad engagement for Licks if he chooses to take it. Gonna lose a few Begains. Tato's gonna move on to the next castle, bringing Licks down to 2 castles, most likely. Shu is kind of on the other foot, as Licks is now upgrading pikemen to defend from the Begains. Meanwhile, on the left side, Doubt's starting to make some Varus. And has a good master archers. We'll try to push in. These siege workshops are a little deadly for these archers. A lot deadly, in fact. And Lix's numbers are just what's keeping him in the game right now. Looks like they should be able to get through these walls. King is probably in that castle right now. What's going on back here? A little bit of a poor trade line, that's it. So how's the boom going for Mr. Yo? Mr. Yo's at 30 villagers, rebuilding the castle on top of the hill. Trying to make as many Thankos as possible. They should be able to do great damage against the archers. In fact, if Doubt is not looking, could take a huge archer hit. Looks like he will. Here it comes. Oh, damn. Lost almost all of them. Another hit. Still not looking. We lose basically all of his archers. Expensive loss for Doubt. Hopefully that'll help slow Doubt if you're the secret team. Yeah, well, here it looks like Lix could potentially hold this. He's got Halberdier in the mix. And that'll certainly help a lot. Chemistry being researched for Tato to help counter the Halberdier. And is now making elite Genoese crossbowmen from the archery range. So I guess the way this works is that their archery, This makes little sense to me. So he's creating the brigades from the stables, the Genoese crossbowmen from the archery range. I think this is without a doubt the strongest late game civilization in the game. You can make whatever unique unit you want. Including all these expansions unique units. So we could potentially see Mangadai, I guess. So the elite Genoese crossbowmen, there is no counter to them at all. You can't make Begains, you can't make Halberdier. What you need ideally is Siege. This is insane. It looks like Elite Bar has been done from Doubt. 800 HP. Incredible. Now Onager has to be researched by Lix in order to counter the Genoese crossbowmen. Going to clean up most of this Halberdier. And I think this might be the GG. I just don't see anything else going to be able to counter the Genoese crossbowmen. You're going to need Siege Onager, in my opinion. And I don't think that the Bulgars get that. There's one Onager out. All of these are clumped together, but it's going to fire on that one. Fire in the clump. And a nice split right at the last second for Tato. Mongol Mercenaries research completed from Tato. What is that? Oh, he's going to start going the... What? Oh, he's going to go Mangadai. Jeez. How much are these texts? How much do they cost? I have no clue how much these texts cost. I have no clue where you're going to find these texts at all. But either way, we're gonna see Mangadai now. Out of the archer range. And there's the GG. Good game. So I think it's safe to say the Burgundians might be a little OP. They have access to every single unique unit in the game, as well as some other decent bonuses. But certainly I think this game mostly came down to a better boom from Tato and Doubt. Blix's boom was never on par. You know, Stanko's, I wish they had one more range because they wouldn't be able to do a lot more damage to Doubt. So there's the game. Upgrade costs about the same as normal. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the next game. Alright, the score now is 2-0 to the Secret guys in this best of 5. Alright, I'm going to play some music and they'll start the next game very shortly. Alright, and I'm back. You can donate to the channel using this command. So as you notice on the top left there, we have a ticker. Someone has already donated $10. We would like to host a show match. Don't know the players yet, don't know the settings yet, but we'd like to host a show match for $100, hopefully on this channel, with some excellent players. If you have any suggestions, I suppose you could put a message when you donate as to what you'd like to see. And the players should be... They're in the lobby right now, so they'll have to choose their civilizations, and then we'll start the next game. The next game will be... I assume this will be not Fortress, so likely it'll be Arena or Hideout. I can't promise you the picture, Noobish. Which is quite unfortunate. And as well, we have a Discord down in there, which we encourage you to join. Not only can you chat with everyone, you can also see when we're going to be streaming next, which is very important. No credit card option? Let me check. So on PayPal, you can use you can use credit cards on the bottom. So when you hit tip, then there's a thing that pops up from PayPal, because every stream uses PayPal. And there's an option there on the bottom. Why am I not streaming on my own account anyway? I figured that... So I still upload everything to my YouTube channel. So I have tons of content for YouTube. And I thought it would be a better idea for me to help the community by streaming on this channel, and by getting some more people involved. So before, I was streaming about once a week on my own channel, and I think it's a lot more beneficial for if you have multiple people on the same channel. Say I'm not someone that ever wants to go full time with my streaming. I just got accepted to med school, so that's where my career is going. So I'm someone that would like to stream once or twice a week. I think Twitch streams work better if we're able to stream 3-4 times a week, possibly every day. And I can't do that personally myself, but what I can do is be a part of a team. Be a part of a team where they can help us stream and keep the channel active. And I think that's where my efforts are served best. Why aren't I coaching noobs anymore? That was a very interesting series. I enjoyed it a lot, actually, because not only do you get the satisfaction of helping people on Twitch and on YouTube, but you also get the personal satisfaction of meeting people and helping them individually. And as a personal trainer, I get that same satisfaction, so it's the same thing. The problem with it is one of the problems is the audio quality is always bad, because the other people that you're coaching don't, touch their settings. They don't have good microphones, and that was always a problem when uploading to YouTube, is the mic quality. So if it's with some well-established people that you know very well, and they have a good mic quality, that can help a lot. Other than that, that's probably the biggest problem. Other than that, it takes a lot of time to schedule people, and certainly time is at a premium for me. So being able to schedule 2 people at the same time takes a lot of effort. And I guess those are the 2 primary reasons. I did coach Willis a little bit on his 24-hour stream. I don't think those will make it to YouTube again because of the mic quality. But if you check Willis's stream on his 24-hour stream, you can find me coaching him for quite a few games. 3 or 4 games, in fact. And if you want to link to Willis's channel, hey, there it is. It's below the stream. As we're chit-chatting, the players are choosing their civilization still. They should hopefully start relatively shortly. You miss my patience with players. Well, you certainly won't see that if you see me coaching Willis. I was about the least patient that I've ever been. A bit loud, the music. My bad. Thanks, Mem, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Also, I'm sure that you know, Mem, that this is in fact the soundtrack that you popularized in this community. This is the Medieval 2 Total War soundtrack. So I thank you for that. It's a good soundtrack. Oh yeah, it's great. It's a great soundtrack. What I do is I should do this on Voobly, but I did for when I was casting a lot of games on HD. You can you can edit the game files and the music. So what I do is I removed about half the Age of Empires 2 HD soundtracks that I didn't like. A lot of the ones that have quieter bits. So cut that about in half, and then I added the Vitalis Eric renditions, which he has 5 of those now. So that takes up a good amount of time. So I added that to the end of those HD soundtracks, and then if the game goes on past an hour, then I have this Medieval 2 Total War soundtrack that I put in there to the game files. Yeah, you can do it with Voobly also. I just haven't done that for whatever reason. So the player's just taking a long time to pick their civilizations. Just understandable, there's so many civilizations to choose from. You actually have a file with all the soundtracks in Voobly. Oh, okay. So you've done the same. I'm sure you have. We're all hyped for your King of the Desert tournament. That'll be very exciting. Last one was, of course, really good. And sorry with all the players. I really like the idea of the interviews. I think a lot of us could do probably more of those. Hopefully if players are interested. It was a lot of fun. I only interviewed one player before. It was Fire. Fire, when he won the Masters of the Islands tournament. That was pretty fun. Certainly, I think it's certainly a big deal to be able to know the players a lot more. Especially a lot of the players from the international community. Non-English speaking community, if it's possible. Did I watch Daniel last night? I did not watch Daniel last night. He's certainly a player that's certainly improved a lot, though. What happened with Daniel? Oh, he's such a nice guy. I think either you hosted him or someone hosted it, and I was listening to him a bit. He did seem like a very nice guy. Hopefully he rises from that, wherever he's at right now, 2K2. Hopefully we'll be seeing him in a lot of tournaments in 2019. We need a lot of these, not tier 1 guys, but these tier 2 guys, these 2K plus players to really rise up and, be in contention with some of these other players. So they're certainly taking their sweet time with picking these civilizations. Yes, 2-Day Man. I think the interviews will be on YouTube. Or they are on YouTube. The new generation. So I've already took a little sneak peek here. I think the next map will be Hideout. So Hideout is the map that's, some say it's reverse arena. And it's a little more aggressive, even though it's a closed map. You're only surrounded by palisade walls. And because of that, we'd probably look for some very aggressive, a little more aggressive civilizations. A little more aggressive than the last game. When does the next game start? That's what I'm wondering myself. It should start, I would say, in 5 minutes, very likely. We are waiting just for players to pick their civilizations and for them to hit the start button. brings you some nostalgia. I hope good nostalgia, man. Yeah. Trying to bring it back a little bit. How do I think AoE 2 Definitive Edition will be? That's impossible for anyone to say, Mono Scout. You can go either side. You could say AoE 2 Definitive Edition is going to be the next HD edition, but on the Windows Store. So that would be worst case scenario because you wouldn't bring in very many people. You may bring in some, so it'd still be a net positive, but you may bring in some, but it wouldn't be a great thing. Or you could say it's going to be the next, it's going to be the big thing. It's going to be the big thing where everyone says this is better than what we have currently, and everyone should play here. And maybe it's not just going to be on the Windows Store as well. Certainly, I think Microsoft has a lot of things to think about. So we have a lot of companies right now. Microsoft. I'm not saying that. So we have a lot of companies right now. A lot of the gaming companies, I believe, have lost money in the last year. You have companies like, you had the Diablo thing, which was a bit of a disaster. Then you had, some disasters with EA and Blizzard. And some disasters previously with remaking games, and certainly I think that Microsoft knows that they had a little bit of a mistake with HD Edition. So hopefully a lot of these companies will be learning from the mistakes of the previous year and putting out something that's, higher quality, because people are going to demand higher quality. And I think Microsoft is kind of a little more new. They're going to be developing these games. So that's the hope anyway. Either way, should bring new people in the community. I don't know how many. So overall will be a good thing. You think it'll start soon? They're taking their time picking their civilizations. What can I say? I don't really blame them. There's so many. There is $20 on the line for each match and $60 for the winner. You can see a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't show you the descriptions here on the left of your screen, but it shows you how many civilizations they have to choose from, and all of these civilizations have bonuses that are out of this world. It's hard to comprehend which civilization should be the best. As we're playing a lot of these new civilizations for Age of Rajas, especially when they first came out, now it's obvious which civilizations are good for which maps. It's obvious the Indians are very strong if you sling them. It's obvious if you pick them on El Dorado, they're very strong. But these things were not obvious before, and it looks like we're in the game. So let me change my music. Is it a best of 5 or a best of 9? It's a best of 9, yeah. I don't know why I have best of 5. Thanks, Stu. Already being helpful. Is it? Yeah, it's a best of 9. I don't know why I had best of 5 on there. Okay, so here's the settings. I think they did restart that, as I just checked Doubt's stream. Let me go back. Yeah, Doubt resigned there. I just want to make sure that this game does not have a... Yeah, it doesn't have a password. Last time I exited out of the game and tried to get back into it, I got warlord. There was a password on there. It's best of 7? What the... How am I this bad? It is a best of 7. God damn. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out my incompetence. Of course it's a best... We have a total of 7 games down there on the bottom. Of course. Oh, God. Alright, so this should start fairly shortly. I've said that a few times, but they have the civilizations they're going to pick, as we just saw them the last game. They're not going to be changing them. Oh, there we go. 1 minute 30 spec delay. Game will start 1 minute 30. Guaranteed. Put my life on it. Not really, though. We'll be starting at 1:30. $30 seconds left, 20 seconds, and we'll be in the game. Hello everyone, and welcome to this third game in this Best of 7 series. If you heard me say best of 5 before, I'm wrong. It's a best of 7. I changed it up on top. In this best of 7 series between Psy and Secret. And they have some new civilizations for us. We are playing on the map Hideout. I do like this map better than Regicide Fortress than the previous game. More aggressive, more unique strats. I love it. Let's introduce the players. So in blue, we have Mr. Yo. Currently, the side team is down 2-0, so they'll have to be making up some of these games. He's playing as the Burgundians again. Wow. We saw how strong they were last game. On the right side of the map, we have Lix playing as the Balts. In red, we have Tato playing as the Toothens. We've seen them before. And in green, we have Doubt playing as the Jurchens. So let's re-go over the Burgundians. Last game, we saw the Burgundians make 3 different unique units in the very late game. That was extremely strong. Although that upgrade for elite unique units is so expensive. It's 2,500 food, 1,800 gold. So they're more of a late game oriented civ because of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's not a big bonus. Not really a big bonus. Not really a big bonus. So their big bonuses are unique units are cheaper, they can access other unique units, and they have faster moving siege units. So they are a very late game oriented civilization. As well, they don't get Arbalest, although they do get Paladin. So very late game oriented civilization. Now in yellow we have the Balts. They are old, I just keep them up anyway. But if you like, you can redonate. You can donate using the !donate button. So we have Lix playing as the Balts. New civilization. Cavalry move faster. Starting in Dark Age. Buildings line of sight. Okay, whatever. Knights cost less, so this is like the Berbers bonus. So they're a very cavalry-oriented civilization. And Knights +2 attack versus Gunpowder, which is oddly specific. So, full Knight line. And good archers as well. Like there's Smith. Missing plate barding armor, though. That helps to balance them out a little bit. Wow, a little bit balanced in this mod. Alright, so move faster, it costs less, but don't get plate barding armor. Do get Paladin, though. So this is like a better Berbers, essentially. This is just a better Berbers. We have Tato playing as the Toothens. We've seen them before. They have their little doggo unique units. No crossbow upgrade. Cavalier upgrade is available in the Castle Age, and it research is quicker. And their heavy cavalry archer upgrade costs no food. So their big thing is their knight upgrades in the Castle Age. Now, playing as the Jurchens. Houses, docks, markets build 40% more quickly. This is the one that their villagers can shoot arrows. Berries last longer. Alright, good archer line. Looks like a good cavalry line. I haven't seen their unique unit yet. So the Jurchens, because their villagers can shoot arrows, seem to be the most aggressive civilization, and we'll see Doubt moving forward to his opponent because of this. Mr. Yo building a barracks. Likely these players will go for, or intend to go for fast castle builds. Lix is up to the next stage. He's up on 20 population, so this is another fast feudal. And what he'll be going for, I can't remember. And we'll probably just see some towers from Doubt. A tower on this gold would be excellent. As Mr. Yo is just clicking up right now. So this is not really a fast feudal, but certainly not going to be a fast castle either. And here's the tower. There's going to be nothing that Mr. Yo can do to stop this, especially with these villagers being able to shoot arrows. In fact, they're going to go for the palisade right away. They take down palisades quite quickly. I think they still do the normal damage. I'm wondering why he didn't just put the tower up right away, though. And let's see how these villagers do in combat. My guess is they'll do pretty well. I'm going to try to go after that militia first. Going to try to go after that villager. So these villagers have the same attack, but they can attack much more efficiently because of these arrows. However, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to win against overwhelming numbers. A lot of these villages are already low, and this might be a successful defense for Mr. Yo with a few militia. This village is going to get very low, though. So I think actually these villagers do less damage because they're doing pierce damage, and the villager has Loom, of course, which gives it 1 extra pierce armor compared to melee armor. But this does help to balance the civilization out a little bit. And that's a terrible start for Doubt, as he gets pushed right back. Meanwhile, we have a scout rush from Lix, who's going to also build a tower onto his opponent. His opponent is Tato, who I don't think will have enough for... Yeah, he's not going for a fast castle. A lot of aggression so far. And I wonder... Oh, man. Doubt's gonna go forward again with these weak villagers. I think that these villagers will be much more effective the more you send forward. As ranged units typically work. That's how they typically work. The tower's gonna come up immediately from Mr. Yo. I think it should be up in time. We have a few more men-at-arms gonna be pumped out. That's the important tower, though. It helps protect the gold. Meanwhile, it looks like Lix might get in. As this wall is still not built. This wall is not built! Scouts are going to be in. There is a spearman here to defend. And that scout's not going to do any work. Scouts are in. Going to force some palisades. Should go over to the berries next. And let's see some quick walls from Tatsu. No, another spearman's out. And might even be able to trap these scouts, and that's what I would do right there. And this is not a map for scouts. That mobility is not really going to help you. And now these scouts are going to be forced to trade against the spearmen, which is not going to be great. Unless they keep running in circles. And that's what Lix is going to try to do. Keep running in circles until a tower can come up to take out the spearmen, but that's not going to work either. Looks like the scouts will be able to get out, though. And gonna go after this villager. This is great if they can pick a villager off. Yeah, they did. I thought they were dead. Meanwhile, once again, Doubt is gonna have to be pushed back. A lot of aggression in this early game on this hideout map. Can they get yet another villager? This guy's going the wrong way, getting very low. Gonna get yet another villager. That was a mistake from Tato to let those scouts out. 2 extra villagers. For Licks to pick off. And if it didn't work the first time, might as well try it and the second time, you might as well try it the third time. As Doubt's gonna go forward once again with his villagers. This one's gonna get caught out. The problem with the villagers, they don't have formations. So they're not going to be as effective against the men-at-arms as archers are. Not to mention the attack difference. Yeah, they don't have enough attack to take down the villagers, really. Doubt is down to 20 villagers. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo's 30 villagers. This is very bad for Doubt on this side. This strategy has failed so horribly. Lurker boy. No, don't! Oh, jeez. Why are you sending more? Why are you sending more villagers? It's not working. God. Alright, perhaps with enough villagers this might work. But what's the follow-up gonna be? Is it gonna be this tower? I guess so. Meanwhile, the aggression is stopped. Who's leading on the right side? We have 35 villagers for Tato, 32 for Licks. So 4 villager advantage for Tato. Otherwise, I think the players are going to go up to the next stage. Some archers coming out from Tato. Will they be able to deny the wall? Very likely no. There's only 200 HP on this bit, though. And the archer's going to move around to the left side. Tower's already coming up from Mr. Yo. You can even wall here if you want. And that's a useless tower. Another tower coming up. And these are useless towers. Completely useless. Licks is going to be the first up the castle age. He's going to have to carry. So Licks is playing as the Balts. Let's see the civilization. Once again, as I forget the bonuses quickly. So all the cavalry bonuses. They're faster, they're cheaper. And they can even get, light cavalry can even get more armor. Knights +2 attack versus gunpowder. So all of the knight upgrades. So this is a strong civilization if you want to try to carry. Tato does not have additional walls. So he is quite vulnerable. He's going up to the next stage now. Doubt is just trying to keep his opponent a little bit busy by garrisoning these towers. I don't know what these villagers are doing. Just try to stay busy. Doubt's only at 25 villagers, 10 behind the next nearest player. And here we go, cavalry upgrades for Licks. These knights are gonna wreck. Tato gonna make some spearmen just preemptively. He's got a lot of spearmen. This is how you're gonna counter the bolts. And do we have 2 stable from Licks or 1 stable? Just a single stable for now. In fact, I don't even see any knights. There's a lot of spearmen. And what is the plan for Licks? Not enough wood for a town center. Has a good amount of stone. Could be a castle. Oh, what? I love this. Looks as if he's watching the stream. Wants to direct my attention here to the back of the base. This is a good plan. Good plan. Oh, my bad. I've been misreading this whole thing. Tato's gonna have to carry for his team. Tato's gonna have to carry. Because Doubt's the one that's out of the game. So yeah, especially with this extra stable in the back, this is looking very bad. Very bad for the secret guys. And that's the first time I've said this in the series. Now once again, let's check the Tufans. I believe their Heavy Cavalry Archer upgrade costs no food. There we go. Monks extra 8 points. Cavalier upgrade in Castle Age. And monks move faster. So Teto has some tools to deal with these cheaper and faster knights of Blix. Siege Workshop coming up. Doubt is not going to be able to defend this at all. Is Doubt even slinging? Doubt has no food right now. But I don't see a market. Unless that's a market. Okay, that's a market. Now, Tato's on 3 town centers. Making cavalry archers. Probably he's going to think about upgrading heavy cavalry archers, because again, they cost no food. And building a siege workshop to hopefully break through these walls. Alright, let's see. Lix is going to try to batter down these walls real quick. Knights can get through palisades really quickly. Let's see if there's any reaction from Doubt. Going to try to house wall that up, but the Meganel's already out, and that's going to prevent the walls. That village is dead. This palisade's going to go down, and the Knights are in. Disaster time for Doubt. I guess he's going to have to fight with villagers. He thought he was safe with these big walls, but he's in fact not. And this is the first time the team has seen these Knights, remember. This is going to be a huge raid, just don't lose the Meganel. Knights are cheaper, they're faster. And they already have +2 armor and +1 attack. I guess that tower was destroyed or deleted. Doubt is going to go down to, what, 25 villagers. That town center is going to go down very soon. We even have a ram out. There's no military in sight for Tato. Tato is focused here on the stone walls in the bottom. Even has a siege tower. Which, in this expansion, shoots arrows. I think Tato thought this was probably... I don't know. I don't know if this has the same purpose as the siege tower in the Age of Rajas. Yeah, it does. Okay, it does. It goes over. So some archers are in, but they're not very strong. Not even crossbows. And there's the GG. Doubt is done. Doubt is down to 8 villagers. GG. Quick third game. Quick third game in the series on a very aggressive map. I think it just boils down to Doubt overestimated his Jurchen's bonus with the villagers shooting arrows. They in fact do pierce damage, and they don't do as much damage against villagers because villagers have an additional pierce armor. So this game going to the side, guys, evening up. Score is now 1-2. Yeah, lol, it was a fast game. Score is now 2-1. And the next game should be starting soon, hopefully. Alright, so the next game will be water map pool. So we're gonna see some of the water changes with this new, not new, but with this Realms mod. There's been a lot of water changes. This uses Age of Forgotten Empires balance changes, so the fire ships are not available and the demo ships are not available in the feudal age. However, there are new water units. So I really don't know what we're going to see. This will be between Mediterranean, Team Islands, and Migration. And the game will start as soon as they choose their civilizations. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll put a timer up. Always back 2 seconds too late. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to this fourth game in this show match between Psy and Secret. This is using the Realms mod, $20 for each game, best of 7. We'll introduce the players and the civilizations and the map as well. This is Team Islands. This is my favorite of the water maps because of the possibilities of landings. As you can see, it's a very... Oh my god, that's a lot of deer. As there is a lot of open space in between. It's a lot of deer, wow. Okay, let's introduce the players and the civilizations. So, in blue we have the Yo, Mr. Yo, playing as the Moors. In yellow, we have Lix, playing as the Bohemians, making their first appearance in the show match. In green, we have Doubt playing as the Viets. And in red, we have Tato playing as the Bohemians. So we have Bohemians on either side. So let's introduce the civilization. Yeah, so Bohemians are on the bottom right of the map, with Lix and Tato. Let's check it out. Archery ranges cost less. Be good for a landing. Plus 5 villager hit points for each age, and town center technology, good for a landing. Heresies free, we don't care. Archers, hand cannons, extra attack and armor. In the castle age though, so that's good. Let's see. Villagers extra attack, barracks cost less. There's no water bonuses for the civilization, which is interesting. Yeah, no water bonuses at all. So this is very much a landing-oriented civilization. Let's check their water tech tree. So they get the galleon upgrade, like civilizations, and they get bracer. So this is a very landing-oriented civilization. I hope we see that. And Mr. Yo playing as the Moors. Start with Berber Scout. Okay, so an upgraded scout. Buildings cost less wood in feudal age. Camels train faster. Transport ships are 25% faster. So landing oriented. Scouts attack faster. Now this camel archer is a little different from the one, I'm sure, in African kingdoms. And again, no water bonuses, which is interesting. And they do get bracer. And the last civilization, the Viets for Doubt. Villagers have additional attack. In the Castle Age, though, trees last longer. Again, no water bonuses. None of these civilizations have water bonuses. Out of the choices of these civilizations, I'm sure some of them have water bonuses, right? Bohemians, bombers. The water bonuses. It's gonna take forever to go through all these, but... not seeing any water bonuses at all. Fishermen's work better for the civilization. Jerchins. Griffins, maybe? Okay, so... I don't see any water bonuses for any of these civilizations. So I guess that makes sense why we don't see any for this matchup. And it begs the question, well, last thing I have to check on the tech tree, I have to check when the transport ship is available. The transport ship is still available from Dark Age, which is good for me, because I like landings. So I anticipate that's what we'll see. We have a back dock from Doubt, a front dock from Tato, side dock from Lix, and a side dock from Yo. Sided towards the back. Tato's going up to the next age. Is he going to build a transport? Yes, he has. So he's going to transport over a few villagers. And remember, the Bohemians have good archers. Their archery ranges cost less as well. And their barracks cost less. That's going to be a great civilization to transport over. Meanwhile, the Moors going to transport as well. Thank you. The Moors are going to transport over. They get a bonus where their transport ships move faster, which is a nice bonus. Might be a bonus the Saracens could use, considering their transport bonuses. But yeah, they're going to move across the map. That thing is speedy! Look how fast that thing goes. That is incredible. That'd be one of the fastest units in the game. And there we go. Both players are going to land. It looks like Lix didn't find 2 of his sheep, which is... I don't think it's a big deal, actually, on water maps. And there we go. There's a feudal age. Let's see where they put down their buildings. They, of course, don't want to be seen until it's too late from their opponent. Let's check out this Berber Scout. Same HP. It's actually ranged, but it has less attack. Or it has the same attack, right? Has 1 less attack than a normal Scout, but it has 3 range, which is incredibly strong. So I like the civilization pick from Mr. Yo. I don't understand the Viet so much from Doubt. Didn't like any of their bonuses, really. So there we go. Barracks, stable, going up. Stable is an interesting choice, as players are kind of walling themselves off. I like the archery range choice a little bit better. And we'll see those strong Bohemian archers. Already, 2 archery ranges done. And here's that landing from Lix. Lix transported all the way around.
Start the game already.
And it's even inside the walls of Tato. I bet Tato thinks he's safe. Has Tato seen this? I bet he's seen it, actually, with the way these walls are set up. No, he hasn't. I don't think he has. So Tato thinks he's safe. Doubt knows he's not safe, which is why he's building these walls. And he's found out right now as this Scout looks like it will pick off this villager. However, she will get the wall up. And archers are not moving south first, they're moving north first. Interesting decision. And I wonder why that is. What does Tato's line of sight look like? Yeah, it doesn't see it. Interesting, going north first.
Oh, no.
It'll take them longer, of course, to get to the north base. Now, this would have been a good place to hit with the archers. So I wonder why Tato's chosen to go north. And here's those scouts. I bet you wasn't expecting. Why are they going to move out? They're going to move out outside the walls. The villagers are here. This is... Oh, man. This is a huge mistake. Okay, they're going to move back in. That's great. Now they're going to be able to do some damage. Galley trying to fend off the transport ship. Transport ship's going to get 1 last transport. I think it's going to transport over this wall. Before it goes down. What are you doing, Mr. Yo? Do something. What are you... Oh, he's probably focusing over here. All these things happening at the same time. That transport ship's getting very low. 20 HP left. And it might go down, actually, with those villagers if Yo's not paying attention. Or I think the villagers got out. Okay, so everyone got out. But the transport ship is down. Fletching's being done for Tato. Tato has gotten 1 kill. There's the body there. 1 or 2 kills. I think that might have been one of Tato's archers, actually. And quick wall's coming up from Mr. Yo. So those archers going to do some pretty good damage. Looks like they've taken licks off of the woodland. This is great damage. Scouts are going to get a few villagers. Looks like they have gotten 2 villagers. Or 3. Going to get 1 more. So good damage from both the landing players. And be careful with these archers. Be careful. Be careful. Oh, they're going to go down to the town center. This is some sloppy play from Tato. I think he lost 2 archers here and lost 2 archers here. Just to the town center. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo's forward has not nearly been as effective. Power already up defensively from Doubt. These villagers are kind of not doing anything. And Yo is definitely not in a good spot. The definite advantage to the secret team, I think. Now, Lix has been doing some good damage. But not as much as Tato, in my opinion. And now going to do even more damage. What is Mr. Yo thinking? Taking this golden stone out here. Or his skirmishers are even ready. Mr. Yo doesn't have enough gold to research fletching. He's going to get the armor upgrade first. And even some galleys from Doubt going to make this situation a whole lot worse, as they should be able to take out the fishing ships. This is going to be a great tower, though, if Yo can get it up. Going to take away 2 lumber camps and a whole wood line. And you're going to have to move down to this bottom wood line, causing a lot of idle time. Lix still with his original transport, or he's rebuilt it. And he's actually up to the castle age. Doubt is up to the castle age as well. And these scouts are going to move out onto the middle part of the mainland. All the fishing ships going down for Mr. Yo. Still having a lot of trouble against these archers. These archers have fletching. Not doing a whole lot of damage against the skirmishers. But Mr. Yo just doesn't have enough skirmishers. So let's see what these Castle Age players are going to do. We have a barracks coming up from Doubt. That's his first military building of the game. Meanwhile, Lix is still looking for some kills. Going to get the scale barding armor upgrade. Does he have villagers? He does. He's going to add another stable. This could do a lot of damage to Doubt. This could change around the game. We have a slight advantage for Secret, but that can all change with one big raid. Lix is going to build a tower here. And I bet you were going to see some knights. Now, what is Doubt's big plan? Doubt's plan might be to boom. He's got a second town center up already. Going to make a few spearmen, but not too many. That Berber scout's still doing some damage. It's a good scout. It's a good bonus. Any players that are fishing? You have 2 fish from Tato, 10 fish from Doubt. Doubt is heavily fishing. That's why his boom is going to be so far ahead. Look at his score. He's 600 points ahead of Tato. Mr. Yo's still struggling to deal with these archers, especially with that scout there. Finally, these skirmishers have fletching, though. I think this is a bad fight. That scout is going to take some TC fire. And Yo should be able to stabilize as he goes to gold. Skirmishers should do the trick for Mr. Yo. But that said, that's a lot of archers. That is a lot of archers. Tato just with some spearmen at his base. Probably thinking about going up pretty soon. Still doing his damage. Actually making scouts. So he's... Tato's heavily committed to the feudal age, and he's doing good damage. He's doing good damage against Mr. Yo. That tower will really help to secure Mr. Yo's map. All he needs is one more tower on that stone and maybe a few walls. And he should be good. Tato can click up to the next stage right about now. Mr. Yo can as well click up to the next stage. And there we go. So both these players seem relatively even. Slight advantage to Tato. Tato's the aggressor. These knights got in. They got in on the palisade wall. I think one has been converted. Is there a monastery here? No. Yes? Yeah, there we go. So one knight has been converted. Knight's not really raiding quite yet. Gonna try to prevent this ram from going down. Doubt is at 50 villagers. Lix 42. Not really a big eco advantage yet for Doubt. And he's got to deal with this ram. That's the big thing. Got to get some good conversions. That monk is going to move away. Probably going to get conversion. You take this fight if you're Lix. Actually going to get lucky with that. Going to pick off the monk. However, the ram will go down. So Lix is still putting on the pressure. Needs to keep up the pressure. Needs to keep his foot on the gas. Hope he doesn't get too many conversions. So no conversions. Oh, it looks like that one got converted, in fact. So the monks are definitely doing the trick. Now, it's only one monastery. You should keep some knights next to the monastery in case a monk pops out. That ram's going to go down. This town center is almost down. However, Dowd is able to pump out his own knights. The problem is that his knights have no upgrades. They're very weak. I think Lix should be able to get this town center, barring another conversion. And down goes the town center. That's going to basically negate Dowd's eco advantage if he were to have one. Villager's going to try to repair as we have more knights coming in. Again, Dowd's knights, no upgrades. Let's check at the bottom. Tower went up on the main gold. And Elite Skirmishers not being able to be afforded by Mr. Yo. That's what he really needs. Here's another monk. It's all up to these monks. Gonna go after the monk straight away. One hit. Gonna get it to the town center. So somehow this town center is still staying up for Dowd. That monk is gonna be great. It can pop out anytime he gets some conversions. Looks like Dowd is able to keep up with production. That's at 53 villagers. Lix is not far behind. Lix is at 50 villagers. This push has still killed a few villagers and slowed down Dowd's boom. And now Lix is going to go up with his own monastery. Don't give a conversion, though. Gonna go for the monk. Probably going to get a conversion. I don't know if he did, actually. Okay, looks like he didn't get a conversion. Or maybe got it on this one. Elite Skirmisher, there we go. Mr. Yo gonna try to aim for a castle. Now I think Tato's redirecting towards the south. Okay, where did the crossbows go? The siege workshop here in the south. Lix is completely exposed at home. Gonna add a second town center. Needs a siege workshop right away. And I forgot to mention, yeah, Dowd's boom is way ahead. Dowd's got fishing ships, although they are being taken out by Mr. Yo now. And Dowd's economy's gotta be, it's gotta be way ahead. He's now 10 villagers ahead of Lix. He's had the fishing ships. He's losing them, but he's had them. I think that's all the pressure from that Lix could put on. So Lix is gonna get pushed back. And back at Lix's base. We have a bit of a hole in the wall. Lix is not really able to expand any further. Can't add any more farms. That's a bad place for the crossbows to go, as they're stuck. But Lix can't expand anymore. We have a big push coming from Tato. And here's the castle from Mr. Yo. I guess let's see what the Moors have to offer as far as their unique unit goes. But that'll be in the future. Here's the push for now. 3 rams, a bunch of crossbows, a few knights with okay upgrades. And the rams will be in. Lix has to deal with this somehow. He's got no military buildings here at all. And I would guess his economy is at the limit to produce something. So it's going to be up to Mr. Yo to be able to defend this. The skirmishers can do fine against the crossbows, but there are a few knights here. Hello, Lord Charlie. Welcome to the stream. And in fact, the knights are already on top of the skirmishers. So we'll have to wait for the unique unit. This might be the end of the game. As I don't see how Lix is going to defend from this. I mean, Doubt is way ahead of everyone. He's cleaned this up. Tato's doing the damage. Mr. Yo is unable to do anything, and so is Lix. Here come the Rams. It's only 3. Only 3 Rams. One is on half HP almost. And they're going to go for the town center. We have a few knights from Lix. Just a few. They have good upgrades. Gonna go after the small group of crossbows first. It's a good idea. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo fighting skirmishers versus knights. Tato's actually forgotten about these. And there was some bonus with the Morse camels. I forgot what it was. We'll check that in a second. As these Rams are biding their time. Lix actually might have enough to defend this by the time these Rams need to move in. And it looks like Tato identifies that as he's moving back. We have a castle, though. Now, the Terabytes, I've already researched this unique unit. It's hard to fathom. They are good against armored units, and that's the easiest way to describe what they do. So they're not good against trash. Well, at least I don't... actually, they should be okay against trash, but they're good against armored units. Looks like Lix is defended for now. Lix is at 60 villagers. Doubt and Tato, though, 190 villager total. And only about 150 villager total with the Psy team. So this is a great economy. Not to mention, these fishing ships are still alive. Doubt should be up to the next age in no time. In fact, you should transport over those knights. Now I'm going to build a castle on the shoreline. Which will help protect 2 golds. And Doubt's actually going to focus on galleys for a time being. I think that's a good play. I think that's definitely a good play. Doubt could go to the Imperial Age. Mr. Yo is also up to the Imperial Age. I definitely think Doubt should transport over those knights, though. That would help quite a bit. Good Mangano shot onto the skirmishers. Knights could try to get the Mangano. They will get it. But at the meantime, going to lose 4 cavalry units for it. This castle might get denied. Might be a Doubt castle. Spear building a Doubt castle. Definitely going to be a Doubt castle. As we only have 4 villages remaining. This guy's going to go to town. Oh, Taborite, not a Terabyte. My bad. Taborite. The castle's going to get denied. Tato going to build another castle here. That's a waste of, what, 500 stone? Doubt is, I think, the only player focusing on water, and he's got quite a sizable navy. There we go. 2 players going to be up into the Imperial Age right now. What is the army composition? Looks like it's going to be knights from our Moors player. And from the Bohemians player, probably going to stick with crossbows. Let's check the Moors tech tree one more time. Camels train faster. Scouts attack faster. With their unique tech, knights can get +1 attack and 20 HP, so that's the big one. Camels +4 line of sight. I'm looking for that more unique tech. Tabaret. Oh god. So it looks like we're heading into a trebuchet battle. Good thing for Mr. Yo, these knights will be more effective against trebuchets than the archers will. However, Dowd is also researching the Cavalier upgrade. Might be thinking about a landing. And there's the transport. So what is in this transport for Dowd? We have 10 soon-to-be Cavalier. And let's see what they can do. Should be a good raid. Has to avoid the castle. Probably once again in this area. And I think they're thinking about water as well. Flaring in the bottom. Here we go. Another push towards the south. These guys aren't too strong, I think. Especially not against town centers. They look like men-at-arms. They feel like men-at-arms. We'll be able to get probably 2 mangonels if Kato's paying attention, which he's not. A few camel archers from Mr. Yo. I think they're different than the camel archers we're used to. What happened to those cavalier? Oh. Wait, where did they go? Did they die already? Oh, they're down here in the south. We're going to try to take out Lix first. This is a good option, I think. Why push into the strong opponent when you can push into the weak opponent? And a lot of upgrades coming in. Oh, huge mangonel shot, though! Huge mangonel shot! We hit one more. Onto the ram. That was a good one. Right before Tattoo gets his upgrades too, but I don't think it'll be enough. Lix is going to lose a lot of villagers under his town center. Lix is down to 80 villagers, but he's up against the shoreline. And he's got no place to run. He has no options but to repair this town center. Needs some help from his ally soon. And these Taborites just gonna kill more villagers out of the town center. There's only somebody that can garrison in there. Just need one more push in the south. This castle is gonna help solidify the position. However, Tato is being pushed back on the mainland. Sea walls. There's a new ship in here too, the Karak. So the big problem is not Tato anymore. It is Dowd. Dowd is building 2 castles. And he's got some Thankos out. We already have seen the Thanko. Pretty strong unit. You just have to keep them out of range of the town centers and the castles. Dowd has complete control over the shoreline. Very annoying for his opponents. And it looks like this castle will go down from Tato as well. So Tato's going to have to make a re-landing, because he's going to lose a lot of villagers. However, look at the villager totals, again for the secret team, and then look at them for the side team. 240 villages for the secrets, and only about 190 for the side. So if Mr. Yo can take out these castles, then that'll be the end of Dowd's forward. Dowd does not have enough army right now to take out these trebuchets. I don't think these Thanko are honestly that strong. They look really cool. Rook Kev, occasionally you'll get old AOK players come in here, but not that often. It does happen though. And Dowd's losing momentum. He's going to switch into cannon galleons, which will give him a little bit more range on the shoreline. Certainly he could use it in this situation to take out the stables, and maybe he could reach the trebuchets. what the hell is this? Alright, so let's take a look at the Carrack, as we're seeing that first use of that unit. The Carrack is a powerful warship with a volley attack that excels at sinking ships. Alright. Seems better than the Galleon in almost every respect. Unless you're trying not to sink ships. Trying to make some of these new seawalls. And I guess while we're at it, I think we should check the Berber's Camel Archer. Their stats are pretty similar to the Camel Archer in the African kingdoms. Let's take a look. Attack bonus versus bunks. So that's one of the only differences. And I think these characters are super strong. Much stronger than the Galleons, in fact. More HP, more attack, spread damage. Range is the same. I have less melee armor, I guess. Even more pierce armor. So the Carracks are the way to go. And I think Down has noticed this. And I guess the game is evening up a little bit. The Secret Team has had a big advantage throughout most of this game, but hasn't been able to put the nail in the coffin. Tato's still alive, although he's got another trebuchet to deal with. 2 trebuchets, in fact. And I think Doubt should be able to win the water as soon as he really tries for it. Again, Mix is only at $65, but that's half of what Doubt's economy can do. As you can see, Doubt's economy, even starting trade. So the Secret Team, I think, is very much gearing up for a late game battle. Whereas the Side Team is still focusing on now, I suppose, on cleaning up these castles of Tato. I wonder if Tato will go water. I think he will. I think it would be a good move for both the Secret guys to go water. And just build these Carracks. They're much stronger than the Galleons. Glad to see you guys chatting about the old Age of Kings days. I wasn't around during that time, so I can't recall any of the balance back then. You don't play anymore. I wonder about the strategies in play if there are new developments. So if you're brand new and you haven't been here for 15 years, we had 3 new official expansions, which were sponsored by Microsoft. So yes, there are a lot of new strategies and new developments. What we're watching now is a Realms mod. It's unofficial. It's just a show match. But there's been many new developments. One thing that stays constant is Doubt. Doubt stays constant. Doubt is always among the top, regardless of what era you're in. He's certainly showing that throughout this game. So Tato fighting Skirmisher versus Cavalry. Not gonna work. Tato gonna invest into water. There we go. Shipwright, War Galley, careening. Wait, wasn't this for a new... Have I seen the Trestle Gun? I haven't seen it yet, actually. Wait, wasn't this for a new expansion? This is not a new expansion. This is not new at all, Realms Mod. Realms Mod has been around for 5 years at least. And it is not an official expansion. So we're just watching it today for some fun. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be everything that Tato had on that mainland, so that's all going to get cleared up. But the interesting thing is, Mr. Yo's going to have a lot of military on his mainland, which he can't really use because there's nothing to battle here. I wonder how Mr. Yo should get it to the other island to do some damage, but We have complete water control from the secret guys. And I don't know what's going to be able to contest against the water control of these guys. So Tato already has shipwright. Mix is going to try to make a castle here on the bottom and contest water. Finally, the Psy guys are going to start to try to set up trade. However, we already have 25 trade units for the secret team. I think this is going to be try to be a landing. Gotta try, right? We even have some palisade walls coming up from the builder ships. Interesting. I think this is unique to every civilization, or it is common to every civilization. Or maybe not. I guess not. I think it's not. Seawalls. Yeah, can build seawalls and gates, so that's unique to the Viets. This has got to be funny if Mr. Yo sees this. Like, what? And Doubt sees this transport immediately because of his seawalls. They're very weak. I guess they've done their purpose. Doubt is going to see it. Actually, I think this transport's going to run into a castle. Damn. Tough way to go. Have I seen the comment about the suggestion for turtle ships in Jonix stream? I don't think so. I don't know what you're referencing. There's a few ships here in the back. Looks like the seawall is as complete as it'll get. And now both the secret players going to focus on the bottom, where we have a castle and some of the docks. But we will have to see some cannon galleons in this mix. There's not a single cannon galleon to take out the castle. Meanwhile, Doubt has landed once again. Going to upgrade to light cavalry. And Castle going to come up in defense for Lix. I think there's a pretty sizable, very significant advantage for the secret team. They're having a hard time closing out the game. They can't really land too well. We don't have cannon galleons quite yet for the castle. Seagate. Doubt's loving this, I'm sure. Seawalls and Seagates. He's on a 24-hour stream, so he's having some fun with that. Oh god. Oh god! What are you doing? Don't run in there. Alright, so trebuchets might clean that up. Let's actually, you never see this. You're never going to see this with galleons. It just never works. And I don't think it's working with these ships either, that villagers actually... I mean, the castle's going down. It is going down. Maybe it's because overwhelming numbers. I agree, Monoscout. I agree. I completely agree. I think it's new as long... I think it's fun as long as it's new, or you enjoy that kind of thing. For something to be fun and sustainable, it has to be much more balanced. But this is fun to see every now and then. Kind of the wild vertical realms. It looks like we have a few stables here from Mr. Yo, but I think that's just gonna get shut down. Now, figuring that the heavy Carracks are in fact not good against castles, we'll have to see some cannon galleons. There we go. Alright, so while this has all been going on, while we've been watching this battle in the South, at least players have gotten their trade a little bit more established. Both teams basically are at about the same number of trade, at about 50 trade. So economies are pretty much the same now. Things have stabilized. The only big difference in this game is military numbers and how efficient players have been with their resources, as eventually resources run out on these islands maps. Be aware of Vikings, there is a new player on the sea. Is there? Did Mr. Yo join? Or are you referencing the chat? Actually, Lix is gonna push this back, okay. I guess that's a small victory. Now it should actually delete these fishing ships as they're not good use of population. And maybe this ends the game. Yeah, okay, this ends the game. There we go, GG. As Mr. Yo is not going to be able to trade. This side team is just not going to be able to trade with them taking out the markets at the top. And I don't think Lix had any realistic chance of getting back on the water. So there you go, GG. 3-1 currently. Red-green landmass. I think this game wasn't decided by the landmass, though. I think this game was decided by the early game strategies. Alright, so score in this best of 7 is 3-1. That means just one more win for Secret, and they can go on to win the series. Sea towers and castles. I think sea towers are a thing. At least they are in custom scenarios. Oh, okay, what Zip does have sea towers. Ha ha! I got you there. Castles. But they should be. But they should be, Talgaby. Why don't we have sea castles? Sea wonders. I want to see sea wonders. What about docks that you can build in the water? Sure, you can, but the question is, just because you can, should you? And that's the question that Realms Mod has dared not to ask. Alright, so they're going to be choosing their next civilizations. This is another water map. Probably Migration or Mediterranean. Could be potentially the last game. So stay tuned. And I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to stretch out a little. All right, and I'm back. Thanks to all of you that have been active in the chat. Really makes the experience of streaming and casting a lot more enjoyable. So I very much appreciate that. If you'd like to chat some more when we're not live, we have a Discord. It's brand new. Please join it. There's a link on the bottom of the stream. In addition to chatting with everyone else about Age of Empires and Age of Kings and that kind of stuff, you can also see when we're streaming next. And can schedule yourself accordingly. So recommend that as a join. As well, we're trying to raise some money for a show match. Hopefully with some high-level players and some not too crazy settings. Some 1 versus 1 most likely. If you'd like to donate, you could do !donate, and we already have $10 towards this $100 pool. Bar is on the top left of the screen. For now, we are waiting for the players to choose their civilizations and start what could potentially be the last game. Might not be. Do I like roll the dice? I think it's fun to play. Yeah, I've played it quite a few times. I haven't played on Voobly. I should play on a Voobly. The lag on HD is very bad for roll the dice, but it is it's a fun game to play, and it's I think it's a good game for newer players as well, to at least if you're trying to figure out what the units do, like really new, I suppose. But it's a fun game, yeah. I definitely enjoy it. Oh, I have to make a command for Discord. Yes, you're correct. I should do that. As I said, this is pretty brand new, so should do that hopefully by next stream. Battleship Blood, I've never seen that before. I've played a few of the custom maps. CBA's fun. Roll the Dice is certainly very fun. Never played Battleship Blood. You made a mod yourself called Monsters and Survivors. What is this mod about? I assume there are some monsters and some survivors, and the monsters hunt down the survivors. It would be interesting if it would be the other way around. Where the survivors are crashed onto an island and they must hunt the monsters. The spectators are really having a lot of fun. I'm reading some of the spectator chat right now. They're having a lot of fun with a lot of the new things they're seeing. Every new unit, you're like, what? Onager ship. Seawall. There's a sheeps versus wolf mod. And it looks like the game will be starting momentarily. Here we go. Alright. And should be in a moment. Here we go. Of course they're playing a modded version. It's a Realms mod. None of these civilizations are in the official game. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th game in this Realms show match between Sai and Secret. This could potentially be the last game if Secret takes it. Let's introduce the players. It looks like we're playing on Migration. A very oddly shaped Migration, I must add.
Start the game already.
So let's introduce the players. We have Mr. Yo playing as the Malay. In red, nope. Teammate in yellow, Lix playing as the Dravidians.
Food, please.
We have Doubt playing as the Muisca, which I think the Muisca were banned. Maybe that's what the pause is for. Alright, let me check back. Oh, things should be going. Alright, I thought the Muisca were banned, but... Alright. And in red, we have Tato playing as the Dutch. So let's introduce these civilizations. Now, just the meta of Migration, especially this is more geared towards Age of Conquerors balance as far as water goes, where there's no fire galleys in the feudal age. This is a defensive map. Typically, you add 2-3 docks with fishing ships and go galleys, go for a fast castle. That's typically how the meta goes. Players don't know exactly what their maps look like or how far the rush distance is. This is a fairly short rush distance, so I think it would be better for players to go for a faster feudal compared to the normal fast castle Migration. But we'll have to see. Let's take a look at the civilizations once again. We have Mr. Yo playing as the Malays. Villagers gather food faster. Men-at-Arms upgrade free. Two-handed swordsman upgrade available. Fishing ships move 20% more quickly. That's an important one. Galleys? Oh, man. Galleys +1 to range in Castle Imperial Age. Huge. Huge bonus. Wow. So it's all about that galley bonus. They get Bracer. Huge bonus for the Malay. Lix playing as the Dravidians. I know the Dravidians off the top of my head. Basically, when they build a town center, they get 2 extra villagers from building every town center. And when they advance to the feudal and castle age, they get an extra villager. So they have a great economy. They get no other water. I don't think they get water boat. Oh, careening is free. Okay. And also warships +10 HP with their unique tech. Okay, so those are big ones. Fishing traps hold extra food. Not that much though, so that's not really relevant. Alright, so careening free and warships extra HP with unique tech. So both these civilizations with water bonuses. So Doubt playing as the Muisca. Villagers move faster. Projectiles move more quickly. And kill trash units return 10% of their cost. So I guess their big bonus is just this economy. Well, projectiles move faster, so I guess that affects galleys. So that'd be interesting to see. They'll just work faster. And this is a meso civilization. And Tato playing as the Dutch. Castles +2000 HP. Farms smaller, -10% costs, -45 capacity. Cannon galleons minimum range halved. That doesn't really do anything. Militia line costs less gold. Trade units are better. I guess the farm bonus might be relevant, but otherwise I don't really see any bonuses for the civilization on water. So I don't really know why the Dutch are picked. maybe we'll see later on. That one's a little bit of a head scratcher. Can I try to say the Dutch? Oh, why do you do this to me? Ruiter? Ruiter? I guess it's the Ruiter. Regenerating cavalry that is resistant to infantry. Your healing is stupid fast. I guess we'll see. Feudal Age for Doubt. Doubt has gone for a fast feudal. Great strategy on this map. I don't think he knows that, though. Unless he's going to go for a landing. Doubt has 4 fish. Here they are. So Doubt's going to go with a classic fast feudal. His galleys will shoot their arrows faster. Or the arrows will move faster. Lix is also up for a fast feudal. So Lix and Doubt will have to battle. Actually, this is a weird migration. This is migration? Chinese for some reason. Why is it in Chinese? This is a weird migration. The, Mr. Yo and Tato are right next to each other. I just realized that. But neither of them are going up to the next stage, which is weird. And neither of them are going for fast feudal. They don't know how close they are to each other. Wow. Chinese hosts make Chinese description. Alright, so all the players probably making a lot of fishing ships. Let's see their point of views. Yeah. Don't know where their opponents are quite yet. So there we go. 3 docks up for Lix. For Doubt, we have 3 docks as well. One of which is in the back. And yeah, the Dravidians get no Feudal Age water bonuses quite yet. So the question is, how effective is this projectiles being able to move faster going to help with the Muisca? Neither player really paying attention. And that's going to be a bad fight for Doubt. Doubt's going to try to run away. He's going to lose half his HP. Probably going to lose this galley right away. And actually, that galley might get away. It's going to be close. Going to be very close. What is Doubt doing? Doubt's not moving his army into position. So it looks like Doubt will get away with that galley, which is pretty key. And Doubt, what are you doing? Doubt is not paying attention at all. Doubt, pay attention! Doubt, what are you doing? Okay, now he's paying attention, but now he's gonna lose his fishing ships. Might be worth it, though, to get these galleys. Okay, Lix is just gonna run past. Lix is gonna look for some fishing ships. What's been going on this right side? Nothing. Just a lot of fish. 16 fish for both players. And probably going to go for a fast castle. Fletching for both their players on the left. Mr. Yo going to be the first to click up to the castle edge. Let's see if Lix can pick off any more fishing ships. At least he's going to idle these. And let's see how many he can get. Gonna get one. You can get this one easy. Gonna get 2. And not gonna go for the 3rd. So essentially gonna trade 3 galleys for 2 fishing ships. Down in the bottom, this is a bad fight as well. And Castle Age for both players on the right. Another dot coming up from Mr. Yo. And now the players must know that they are right next to each other. Which is going to be a surprise. Looks like Mr. Yo is going to strike first. Might pick off a few of these fishing ships. And on the left, we have 11 military for Doubt and only 10 for Lix. Slight advantage for Doubt. Fishing ship 7 to... Only 4 fishing ships of Lix. Did Lix lose fishing ships or he didn't build them? I guess he just didn't build them. I don't know why Lix hasn't built more fishing ships. You have to build more on migration. And on the right side, looks like Mr. Yo with a little bit of an advantage. Big advantage, in fact. It's 12 military to 1. After running some of his fishing ships all the way up here, for some reason. Why is Tato so far behind? Did he mess up his build or something? Or maybe Tato's not really behind, but the Malay player is just so far ahead with all of his Malay bonuses. We see some fire ships from Tato. I think these are just regular AOC fire ships. House is twice as big as the other houses. And let's see if these fire ships are going to be able to turn it around for Tato. Castle Age coming in from Doubt. Lix is still not at the Castle Age, which makes sense considering he hasn't made any fishing ships. Except for these. So Lix has really misplayed this in my opinion. And Mr. Yo switching immediately to Carax, but he's not making use out of his civilization bonus. His civilization bonus is galleys have extra range. And that doesn't apply to Carax, so that really nullifies why'd you pick, you know, Malay. Looks like this will be enough for Tato to reclaim water. However, Mr. Yo has moved on to the mainland. He's going to be the first player to land. And this is a surprise to me. I mean, Mr. Yo should be able to handle these fire ships with his extra range on his galleys. But he just has not made enough galleys. And Tato's going to take the water. So this might be the last game if things continue to go the way they're going. Definitely take this fight. Conquerors about to be done. Should kick in at the very end of this fight, but it looks like Doubt's outnumbered heavily. So there we go, Conquerors done. 4 galleys about to be completed. Oh, that's unlucky. That one has 3 HP left. And there we go, War Galley done. And that's not a great fight for Doubt, however, he should have reinforcements back at his base. So the left side is pretty even. Right side, Tato has clearly won the water. We'll be able to reap the benefits with a bunch of fishing ships. And Mr. Yo, the first player to go up with Town Center in the middle. I wish it wasn't next to the shoreline, though. Yes, I know, it affects only galleys, which is confusing why Mr. Yo has not built more galleys. Lix is going to go out for an attack. And Doubt's making his transition to Carax. All the players go at Carax. The galleys are basically useless now. Even Gilnet's being researched by Tato. He's going to have a lot of fishing for a long time. Second town center up for Mr. Yo. First town center coming up from Doubt. Now, Doubt will get an extra 2 villagers from that town center, which is great for his economy. Tato has to be way ahead. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tato those farms. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tato click up to the next stage pretty soon. These are so funny. Tiny farms. That's a big bonus. That's a big bonus. Have your farms be really small. Increases efficiency so much. What is the counter for seeing mangonels? There is no counter to see mangonels. That should be pretty obvious. Demos. I doubt that. I think demos would work. Demos don't work on regular galleys. So Tato needs to land. It looks alright. So he's landed already over here. Lix has landed as well. He's landed actually with the stable. He doesn't have a lot of food to burn, as he didn't make that many fishing ships. There's some farms in the mainland though. My bad. That's not playing as the Dravidians. He won't get the extra villagers. The Knights should do a lot of good damage. And Doubt will certainly have to get a monastery up. Lex needs another town center. And to stop losing the water. It's not looking good at all for the Psy guys. Despite them having a score advantage for some reason. The Lix has lost water, or at least he's moved his water to the right side, I guess. And here's the first Knights. No +2 armor done yet. They're not going to want to sit on the town centers. And Doubt, of course, has his attack upgrades for his Knights. For his town centers. Now going to go up with 2 monasteries. This raid's not really that effective, to be honest. Where are the Knights going? I'm going to see if they can get another villager. Yeah, not going to be lucky. Yeah, they're certainly easier to manage with the smaller size. And I think I heard the first castle. The Tats are going to go with the first castle. Going to go right on top of Mr. Yo, as if he doesn't have enough problems. Hopefully we see the Dutch unique unit. These castles are beefy! 6,800 HP. There we go. There's the first unique. Nope, that's a scout. Yeah, I remember Prox Warrior. That was a big surprise. Ooh, castle. Yeah, it's very pretty. So Lix is going to try a push. I'm going to switch mainly into scouts. That's a great option against the monks. And Doubt is going to switch into pike units. Can't imagine he's seen that siege workshop. Or the scouts. But with enough scouts, Lix could potentially destroy Doubt. Mr. Yo is going to be the first to click up to the Imperial Age, which is, again, surprising, considering he doesn't have many fishing ships working. Oh, that's a big raid. Gonna kill some villages of Tato. Really need to slow down Tato. And Tato's probably got enough stone for another castle. Four barracks for Doubt. Doubt still has his fishing ships alive. Gonna lose the Mangonel. Tato with only 8 fishing ships actually lost a lot of them. And Lix might lose a lot of his galleys if he doesn't go back. He'll lose some of them there. I guess it's all about land now. All about land for the side team. gonna try to convert some of these. Actually, it's gonna be Eagle Warriors from Doubt, which are... They don't look stronger for Muisca. Castle coming up for Doubt. This is time to push. Counter Castle. This Megano is actually stuck. That's the perfect place for that Megano. Oh god. Oh god, that Megano. That's the perfect Megano. There's no way this castle goes up with that Megano there. What in the world? That's the greatest glitched Megano ever. Actually, I think this village is under the minimum range. This village is still going for it. But this is going to be a big fail from Lix. That might be the end of the game and the end of the series. Oh man. Greatest glitched Megano ever. Alright, so Lix has no momentum any longer. Mr. Yo is the first in Imperial Age though, and no one else is going up. So Arbalest can be very strong. So I guess that's what the Psy team has going for them. That's really the only thing they have going for them. But the Secret team has all the momentum. That's a hard question to ask, to answer, King of the Plebeians. Doubt has more experience with this mod than anyone else here. That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Imperial Age coming from Doubt. I think that'll be it. The Eagle Scouts will counter the Arbalest of Mr. Yo, which can't currently even get out of the archer range. We have some very strong castles from Tato holding the ground, although this one is going down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like we won't see the Dutch unique unit. Doubt has 2 castles. Could go for his unique unit if he wanted to. From what I remember about this unit, it's a very high HP archer. Kind of like the plumed archer, but much slower. Have I tried special maps? I've tried all the special maps, and a lot of them for community games. I don't know if the one you're referencing, though, Drush Heaven. You mean the special maps that came with African Kingdoms? Tattoo advanced in the Imperial Age. The second secret player up. Lex is trying to do some raiding, but it's not really working out for him. And that's going to be the end of this. Look at what's left of Mr. Yo's base. It's just a castle. Castle and some villagers. And these villagers are all going to die. Luckily, Mr. Yo able to take out 2 castles of Tato, but I think the economies are just too good. Economies have to be just too good for secret players. No, I think Doubt actually has the most experience with this mod, Mono Scout. Doubt won the King of the Realms tournament. So Elite Eagle Warrior coming in from Doubt. They get a unique tech, which makes their Eagle Warriors faster. And the secret players have all the momentum. I think they're going to take the series right here. What is this? What is this noise? we have Knights and Arbalest versus Eagle Warriors. I'll take Eagle Warriors. Have to upgrade a Captram. Captain doesn't have that much of a presence on the mainland, to be honest. He does have quite a few Captrams, and I think that's going to be it for this mainland with 5 Captrams. Alright, here's the big push. I think the Eagle Warriors will actually win that fight, and there's the GG. Secret gonna take a pretty commanding 4-1 victory in this series, in this round of Showmatch. So that means the side players will take home $20, and the secret players will take home $180. And that's a pretty good day if you're secret. Hope you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I'll see you in the next stream. Alright, so I think I'm going to close it out there. I hope you enjoyed these games. Try the Portuguese Civ mod as option. I'll take a look at it sometime. I'll just plug one more time that we have a Discord on the bottom. Please follow on Discord so you can see when we're streaming next. We'll post the schedule up there. As well, if you'd like to donate, we have a donation goal up on the top left for a show match. Otherwise, I'm going to throw this over to host Demise Red. Who's been a very good friend of the channel. And we wish him the best on his endeavors. He's currently doing a show match of his own between Spring and Project Belgium, and the series appears to be very close. So I'll go ahead and throw him the host. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next broadcast. Please follow us on Discord. Bye, everyone.
It gets a lot of map control, it denies 2 big pounds of fish for Belgium, very good tower, but totally unprotected. If Spring doesn't wall this tower, Belgium can just send like 3 views and take it down, and I think that he should add some walls around it.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, Wobbly Official, thanks for the host. Nobody, man, I hope you had a great stream. And welcome you all here. I'm Demise Reds, together with Stark currently as my co-caster, and we are currently streaming my organized best of 21 with Belgium and Spring. I've organized it together with Discern, bet $550 show match, something else, and as you can see, the score is quite level here. We are on Bedouins, and it's a tower fest at this point. It's a long evening that we have ahead of. This is how it is, man. As I said, Spring is just gonna go for it slowly but steadily. He's trying to move forwards. He's also scouting with his villager here on the right hand side in order to determine where actually his opponent is concerning the remaining parts of the map. But that's pretty much it. You said it.